Hello again, KKBE, and welcome again to this weekly edition of KKBE Connects. I'm Rabbi Greg Kanter, and glad to see you. So, this is Tuesday morning. If you're watching it, is when this comes out, which means I'm recording it the day before Monday, which means the day before right now. Last night, we had a wonderful night out with KKBE at the Bend with a drive-in movie. We saw Inside Out, a Disney Pixar movie, and it was really wonderful, both the movie and just to see people in person safely, socially distanced, have some delicious food, enjoy the outdoors a little bit. And so it was great to see many of you. For those who weren't there, I miss you too, love you, sending you lots of love. And if you can, find a way to see the movie Inside Out. It's great for kids, but it's great for adults too. So something I thought I'd share from my library, a couple selections, something a little more scholarly and something arguably a little less scholarly. So we'll start with the more scholarly. This is the Reformed Jewish Quarterly. It's a periodical, softback book I get seasonally, and it comes out, it's published with a theme each time, and the theme for most of the articles in this edition are theologies for our times. So different rabbis and other academic Reformed Jewish scholars write about theology in the 21st century and different Reformed Jewish approaches. It begins, interestingly, with two articles, sort of a point-counterpoint, and the theme is why God created miracles in the past but not now, and both an article and a response from two noted Reform rabbis. And then lots of other material about theology and a few other topics that are relevant for Reform Judaism in the 21st century. We get these seasonally, and there's always a different theme, and it's always interesting to catch up on what colleagues are thinking about, writing about, sometimes arguing about, and although respectfully and in a professional and academic way, and debating about. So that's my scholarly share. I've got a bunch of these because I've been getting them since I was ordained. And the other thing I found goes back to right before I was ordained, when I was a fifth-year rabbinic student. And at the end of the year, when most of our studies were done and we spent more time together socially as friends, I was at a classmate's apartment and saw on his bookshelf this. CliffsNotes on the Old Testament. I don't even know if they make that anymore, but it just made me laugh when I saw it. So we were done with our rabbinic studies for all intents and purposes, at least leading up to ordination. Rabbinic studies continue, of course. And so CliffsNotes are a condensed version of scholarly works, and I think people used to use them so they didn't have to read entire volumes of literature to prepare for exams or papers. I never did. I knew they existed, but when I saw this, I just thought it was hilarious. I don't even open it much. It just amuses me, the whole idea of it. I prefer to read from the original sources rather than someone else's interpretation of the Bible. So there's a couple things that I'm sharing from my library. Mostly, I hope you all are staying well. I know things change every day, and so I continue to think of all of you and include you in my thoughts and prayers. I miss seeing you so much, but I'm glad we're finding a way to connect uh, that's healthy and safe for all of us. If you need anything, please reach out. I'd love to hear from you. Um, and I am here for you. You can send me an email at rabbikanter@kkbe.org. And of course, you can find our website, kkbe.org, online and find my email there, or send a message to the temple. And we're also still checking our phone messages, so you can leave messages that way as well. Again, stay safe, take care, thinking of all of you, and looking forward to seeing you again, either online, in person, whatever we can do in the days ahead. Take care, everybody. Shalom, shalom.